Hello, viewers. Welcome to this episode of the Save Me Podcast. Here's what's on my mind this week. First up, I want to talk about Neutron City. So recently I have returned to working on Neutron City, and I have been working, and so a lot of stuff I've been working on some stuff for Neutron City. I did some power line extension. I've been expanding some power line work, and expanding the Supertron River, and all stuff and all kinds of things. Now, I'm gonna see if I might come back to the Bocce Gaming channel and give you an update on all this stuff. But like I said, but as I mentioned in some time ago, I probably wasn't gonna even, that the Bocce Gaming channel wasn't gonna be what I was gonna be inactive. But yeah, so we'll just see. I guess we'll see what happens with that. So. But there are some, but I've been, but I have, I'm gonna, I mean, I'm not, now hopefully I will eventually have it done so that so I don't have to do anything more for it. So next up, I want to talk about some bike accessories. I am thinking about buying a couple accessories for my bike. So now so there are a couple I want to buy. First, one is a bottle holder, which on many years, which I think some years ago I had a bottle holder on my bike, and but I thought but then realized that I didn't like that having it there wasn't what I didn't like, having it down where it's where you usually where you usually mount the bottle holder on, and so that made me decide and I ended up throwing away the one I had used to have, but then after biking the but then after biking the Blackwater Heritage Trail with MJ, after doing that, now maybe I should, I should get myself, I should have a bottle holder, because they call it a bottle, it's called a bottle holder, and that's the reason, and they call it a bottle holder for a reason, because it holds your bottle, and so I'm hoping that as soon as I can, that I will buy myself a bottle holder, which I so hopefully so I'm gonna make sure, so I definitely want to make sure I get that that I add that on my bike before I start any biking any trails for the year. So the other accessory is a phone holder mount. Phone is a bike phone holder mount. Is a phone holder, and now I do have one. Now the one I do already have. I actually do have one on my bike, but I just don't. But I think the ones that me and MJ had on the bikes when we were biking the Blackwater Heritage Trail, those bone holders that he bought were those one, I think that brand of bone holder mount for bike bone holder mount was, I think that brand was a lot, I think the brand he bought them through was definitely looks a lot better to me than the brand than the one I have right now. So what I'm gonna end up doing is getting rid of the current phone. Well, I'm gonna use the phone mount I have currently and I'm gonna use it until I buy a new the one I want to buy. So, and then once I get the one I want to, then once I buy the one I want and it comes, then after I get then after it comes in, then I will get rid of the one I'm using, the old one that I'm using. So I'm hoping I'll get. So I definitely want to make sure I get those two accessories on my bike before I start biking some trails. So I'm hoping I'll buy that soon. Next up I hung out with I had a I hung out with a friend. So so my so th- so I so th- so Saturday hung out with a new friend. His and my friend, well, his name is Jesse, and he is in the my project in the program, and he's one of the, I guess, and he's in my project search class, and he and there and we were given this challenge that you had to hang out with someone. So I decided to hang that to so I go went decided to hang out with Jesse. So and you had to plan something to do with someone, so and so we did, and me and Jesse, we went to the mall at Grease Ridge, and we went there, we shopped, got to do some shop there, and we got to got something to eat, and it was a great time. I mean, I haven't hung out with a friend. I haven't hung out with a friend in for years, and I haven't hung out with a friend since before since like 2019 or something, or before 2019. So this was a good chance to have a new friend, to make a new friend, to have a to meet make a new friend and hang out with them. So that was great. Next up, also next up I want to talk about Brick Universe. So I went to Brick Universe in Rochester, and I had a great time. I got to see some of the cool Lego builds, cool Lego structures that were made by people of all different of all Lego builders, and they looked, and me and my mom walked around, and I got some photos which I was able to share on my live stream, which you and it was and it was also and it was just and I and it was and it was just and it was just fun. So yeah, so I'm glad I went there, and I'm excited, and I look forward to going there again next year. Thank you for watching this episode of the See Me Podcast, and I will see you in the next episode. So until then, see you next time.